It's surreal, it's sensual, it's playful, and it's provocative. We're here in the new exhibition called Engendered at the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design with curator and artist Niki Johnson. Let's go look at this. Engendered brings together artists from all over the place, local artists as well as internationally recognized artists who are all dealing with various questions about gender and sexuality from different perspectives in their work. Niki, what was it like pulling this show together?
Well, it was a couple of years in the making. I actually put the proposal through twice to the board at MIAD and was lucky enough to get it through this time. Because of the scale and scope of the show and all of the international shipping, MIAD ended up securing extra funding just to be able to bring Engendered to Milwaukee. So that was probably the first and greatest hurdle that we faced. There's this real variety in the way that the artists are handling issues of gender, and part of the reason why I decided to rather than focusing on having 3 or 4 artists and multiple works by them, instead of having 20 with individual pieces by each person, is because I think that we all experience gender in very different ways. When I put together this show, it started originally with Pinterest. I was brand new to it, and I had started pinning artists and artworks that I thought were really interesting, and because they're kind of categories and files, I started putting together one that dealt specifically with sexuality and gender, and work that I thought brought up really interesting questions about how potentially we understand ourselves to be. And so once I had amassed a number of them, I sat down and wrote a thesis and proposed that to MIAD. It ended up taking a couple years and a couple rounds through the jurying process, but part of the issue was the sheer scale of the show and the amount of international shipping, and the fact that, like many institutions, we need money to grow on trees. And so MIAD ended up successfully writing a grant so that we could facilitate bringing all of the artwork to Milwaukee.
Was there a certain moment or favorite surprise that happens during the course of this?
Oh, there were so many surprises, but I think the one that happened at the very end just was so wonderful. David Lobdell had been working on casting a large-scale aluminum piece. It's 4 feet in diameter. It's about 130 pounds, solid casting. And I had spoken with him in the summer, and he said he was very interested in the show and showed me the piece was going to be perfect, but he ran into technical problems, and the piece just would not cast. And so 2 weeks before the exhibition opened, I heard from David that it was in the mail, and he was shipping it this way. So he had been able to successfully cast it. It has a gorgeous patina, and I was just absolutely thrilled that we were able to get it into the show.
I've never heard anyone say before, the art is in the mail.
That's a big piece of mail. Yeah.
Niki, thank you so much for telling us about Engendered. And see you next time when we'll look at something else.